Hello everybody. In this video, let us discuss about line breaking and event breaking for the Splunk events or from the Splunk log files that we ingest into the Splunk environment. That means into the indexer. So because I do not have the live data that is directly coming from the forwarders, I'll be taking a set of file and then I'll be ingesting. Okay, so in the same way, I will be before ingesting, I will be breaking the lines or events. Okay, so in the same way, you can always do the same thing based on your requirements as well. To start that, okay, so let me go to my Splunk interface and log into my Splunk interface. So once after logging in, so I will be going to the settings tab and I will be adding data. As I told you that I will be adding my set of files, right? So I will be adding my data over here, and now I'll be clicking on the upload button over here so that I'll be selecting the file from my computer. So this is the file I'm going to take. Okay, so I'll be ingesting this particular file. Okay, so now if I click next, this file has been it has been uploaded. Okay, so and if I click on next, so at this stage, see, this is the particular event, only a single event. Whatever the data do you have, it is in the form of a single event, right? So now, if I click next over here, so it will be asking for the source type, or it will be asking for source type and all, and then it will be ingesting as a single event itself. But I don't want like this. I want to break the particular events, okay? Or I want to, in the same event itself, I want to break lines. So in order to do that at this level itself, okay, so we can, in the left pane, if you see, we do have three things over here, which are event breaks, timestamp and advanced, right? And of course, about this one, we do have the select source type, so we can always select a source type, or else if we click on save as, and we can always select the source type as ever we want. Okay, so but that is another thing, so we can always do that. But if in order to break the events or in order to break the lines, okay, so you can always go for event breaks. Okay, either for event breaks you can always write regex, and you can always do, but with only one option you can always do whenever you select this particular event breaks option. Okay, so break only before is the particular parameter you can always use, okay, in the particular option. Okay, if you select regex in this particular event breaks. Otherwise, if you go for advanced, you can always use all the parameters. Okay, in the props.conf file, whatever we use, all those things you can always use in this advanced tab as well. And again, if you want to change something in the timestamp, you can always go to this timestamp and you can always do the particular things over here as well. So in this particular video, let us see how to break the particular lines, right? So we are discussing how to break the lines in a particular event, or to break the events itself into different events. Whatever the event, a single event we have, we can always break into different events, right? So for that sake, I'll be going to this advanced tab. Okay, so for example, say now if you see over here in this particular event, in this particular single event, so I do have some tags like some information over here. Okay, so I do have some tags like some information. So before that one, so if you want to, so should line merge is one of the parameter that we can always use. So if this one, if I make it false, okay, if should line merge, if I make it false, so automatically we'll be having a different events. For example, say if you make it false, okay, and the next thing, line breaker, so slash r slash n, some regular expression has been given automatically by Splunk itself. That means what, to identify the end of the line. Okay, this is the regular expression to identify the end of the line. So now if I make it false and if I click on apply settings over here, so right now it is not taking anything because there is no end of the line itself. Okay, everything is, there is no end of line. Okay, it is a single event itself, right? So that's why we cannot find the difference. Okay, so now what we'll be doing is that, okay, let me put true itself. Otherwise if I put false over here, so wherever the end of line is there, it will be taking and it will be treating it as a separate event. Okay, that is the thing that would be happening. So now if I will be putting true over here again, so, and I will be, whatever the information is there, information tag is there, right? So I will be just changing this this line breaker, line underscore breaker. I will be changing to just put, let me put star over here, and let me give the tag information. Yeah, information over here. Okay, so wherever, so now you can always check, right? You can always check whatever the regular expression you are going to write. Okay, so if you want to check, you can always check in the particular regex 101 website. You can always copy this event and you can always go to the regex 101 and here you can always paste the event. And again, if you want to check this one, so you can copy this, and if you put it over here, see wherever information we do have, we'll be having, so somewhere in the middle we do have some information tags. Okay, so it is highlighting. So that is the thing that I want. So wherever the information is there, so now what it has to do, it has to put it in a separate line. Okay, it won't treat into a, it won't break into a different event, because should line merge is only true over here. Should underscore line merge is, I have put true over here. So now if I click on apply settings over here, yeah, so now if I click on this apply settings, so this thing, see, if you observe over here, wherever the information tag is there, so what has happened, the event is as it is, the single event, it is as it is, but it has got, wherever the information tag is there, from there onwards it has started as a next line, right? It has started as a next line. So that is the thing that we want, and we have achieved that one. So if you want to break the line, okay, only line within a single event, within an event, if you want to break the lines, so you can always do like this. Line underscore breaker is the particular one. There you can always write the regular expression and you can always break into different lines like this. So for this one, what you should be having, you should have should underscore line merge as true as the option. Okay, and line underscore breaker, okay, you can always write the regular expression, so whatever that is required for you. So if you write that one, you can always get into different lines. The same event from where you want as a different line, you can always get that. Okay, that is the thing that you can always do. And again, the same thing, I don't want it as a different line. I want to break the event itself as an event breaker. Okay, I want. So what you have to do, you can do it in two ways. You can always put the should underscore line merge option as true itself, and if you want to make it true only, now again one more setting you want to add over here, you can click on new setting and you can always give break only before as the particular parameter. So what is that? Break only before, break underscore only underscore before as the parameter you can always give. And here you can always, so whatever the thing that you want, okay, so information, the same information I want, right? I can always give that one information, and if I click on apply settings over here, see, so now it will be treating each and everything. Earlier it was in a different line, now it is in a different event itself. Wherever the information tag is starting, we do have a different event. Okay, so like this we can always do. This is one of the method. So if you don't want to use this other option, break only before, okay, so if I remove this one, then what you can do directly with should underscore line match only, you can always make it false. Okay, this thing only, this particular parameter itself, you can always make it false. And now search this one, apply settings. See, again from here also you will be having into a different event. That is what, if you put should underscore line merge as false, always you will be having into different events. Whatever the line breaker thing, whatever the regular expression you give over there, it will be treating as different events and it will be producing in different events. Otherwise, if you make it true, okay, and whatever the line breaker information you have given, it will be dividing into different, in the same event into different lines it will be breaking. So whether if you want to have different lines in the same event, you can always make should underscore line match as true itself. And if you want whatever the things, exact things, okay, if you want to break them into different events, you can always put should underscore line match as true as well. True, and you can always give line underscore breaker a regular expression, and you can always break them into different events or into different lines in the same event. Okay, that is what we can always do. So now if you want to have, okay, if you want to break definitely at a particular place, for example say this ending of messages is there, right? So at a particular place if you want to break, so we can always do that one also. So how we can do, again we have to add a new setting for a new parameter, and this time we have to give, yeah, this one must break after. Okay, must break after, so definitely after that place it will be breaking. Okay, so what, for example, if I want to have this particular one, okay, so what I can do, I can always write a regular expression for this one, backward slash forward slash messages over here. Okay, and then if I put this closing tag, okay, and now if I click on apply settings, yeah, if I click on apply settings, so right now, so it is not appropriate, okay, to give break after this place, because see already we have given this particular information line breaker as after at the information tag we have asked Splunk to break the line. So however we have asking this particular must break after messages, right? So because it is immediate, it is not breaking immediately after messages, because the line breaker is also there, right? We have given from information tag onwards we have to break the line. So both are one and the same in this case, and of course this message tag is there because we have given line underscore breaker with the information tag. From information tag only, wherever it is finding new line and the information tag we have asked to break. That's why even after the message tag you are seeing this messages tag also, end of message tag and message tag is there. Okay, so unfortunately, so here we do have that from information tag only we are getting as a new thing. That is the reason. Hope you have understood. Okay, so otherwise it would have broken from this at this message tag itself. Okay, that is the thing. So this is the good practice. Okay, so even though if you are working in the real time, okay, so what we can do, whatever the events you do have, right, whatever the log file you do have or the events you do have, you can always export them as a text file or a CSV, and then you can do it like this. Okay, you can test it like this, and whatever the information, whatever the parameters you want to give, you can always give and test it, and in your desired line breaking or event breaking always do, and then you can copy this one to the clipboard like this, and you can always copy this information. Okay, and you can always paste this information in the particular props.configuration file. Okay, checking over here is a good practice like this, and you can always put this information in the props.configuration file. Okay, similarly we can always do for the timestamps as well. If you want to do for the timestamps, as we have discussed, we have to go to this particular tab and we have to give the timestamps as well. That we'll be seeing in another video. So until then, have a great time. Again we'll be meeting. Okay, bye bye.